Okay, so I'm calling the series, what you didn't know about women, since you will not actually go and get the data from Consumer Insight. It's called DAMA, D-A-M-A, yes. Ask them for it. And they're actually releasing a new one. I mean, some of the facts I'm giving you are about a year old, but I still think it's something you can work with. Allow me to sip my coffee because what I'm about to tell you is scary. Ready? Okay. This one is on the choices women would make. You're going to get married and your prospective husband needs you to quit your job and become a full-time housewife. 18% say they would quit. 52% say hell no. 28% say we'll break off the engagement and think about it. What you didn't know about women. You cannot base what you know from 25 chicks on Instagram. Get the data. Another scenario. Your husband is a breadwinner and set to be deployed, and it would mean that once you get married, you'd have to relocate as well. 19% would proceed with the marriage with a but. Ask Consumer Insight about the but. Don't look at me, okay? Only 19% would quit their jobs. The other 41 and 19% would postpone the marriage plan or break off the engagement altogether. Final, your prospective husband is very wealthy, and on marriage, he is very capable and able and willing to provide for you completely. He doesn't need you to work. How does this particular cookie crumble? Quit employment, only 26%. The other 34 and 20% said they'll take a break and consider the matter. Or the others, which was the 20%, said they'll continue working either way. I'll bet you did not know. So when I told you in the last video that sponsors don't appeal to everybody, they don't appeal to everybody. Now, something else I need to tell you. And like I said, you cannot base what you know about women on a few pictures on Instagram. You just can't, okay? Can I tell you about brand loyalty? Because there's some amazing, amazing insights here. So if you run a business and you've seen Consumer Insight asking you to go to Dama and you haven't, can you go? For example, did you know that in 2015, 2016, your #1 maize meal brand was no longer X, it was Soko? I told that to somebody and she said, yeah. And I was like, I didn't know until I saw the research. When it comes to sodas, Fanta still reigns and is followed by Del Monte. However, for some reason, Afia was dethroned. I did not know. Also, when it comes to painkillers, the brand that had been dethroned was Panadol in favor of Maramoja. You didn't know, did you? Also, when it comes to bar soap, Menengai rules, followed by Geisha and then Ariel. I was like, hiya, even I didn't know that. When it came to deodorant, Rexona was dethroned by Nivea. By Nivea? Nah, I did not know that about women. That I would not have known if it wasn't for the research. And also when it came to milk, Tuzo was dethroned by KCC. And I said that to somebody, they told me, yes, Gold Crown. I was like, all right, clearly, there are things I need to learn. And apparently the reigning rice brand is Dawat. Now, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't know. And if it wasn't for Dama and Consumer Insight, I wouldn't know either. In God we trust, everybody else must bring data. And you cannot base what you know about women incidentally. You know what men say, we don't know what women are thinking. That's why there is data, okay? And this is the kind of like the last thing I'm going to tell you, and it's all about service. With women, it's all about service. So, reasons for choosing a certain outlet. 63% is good customer service. #1 is good customer service, followed by affordable prices. And affordable prices sit at about 50%. And then have all the things I need sits at 37%, and quick service sits at about 30%. So good customer service matters to women. We don't care what you're selling your stuff at, you better be good to us. So like I said, they call it Dama, which is, I believe, an Italian term for woman. And I don't want to see women in the room. I want to see the people who make the decisions where they're trying to woo women to actually partake of their brands. I'm sure you're still sitting there saying, so Weave is not number one. This is a problem where you think that 25 chicks on Instagram make up a population sample. They don't. There's more women like me, then those are the crazy ones, okay? And by the way, you and your Weave, more power to you. Kwanzaa are the ones with the baby hair. Yes, that's the one. I would actually tell you about income and expenditure, and also tell you what portion, what they listen to, their preferred mobile phone. Can I do those 3 things for you, and then we call it a day, and then you actually go to the research breakfast? I think I will. So get your water, call all your friends, especially the guys, and say, you think you know us, listening to Caroline. I love you like that. Thank you.